Hello, sweet friend. My name is Micah, and I have a couple of pages to catch up on in my Hobonichi Daily Journal. So I thought, why not hang out together and work on a couple pages together? So if you're in the mood for some creative companionship, then this video is for you. Okay, let's see here. I think I have, oh yes, I have a couple bits and pieces I want to glue down on some pages that are mostly finished. I just waited to print out some images to fill an entire page worth, to not waste a lot of paper. My husband and I have actually gotten back into watching DVDs, so that's been really fun. Sort of like a fun, nostalgic way of watching movies. It's kind of weird to say that DVDs are nostalgic. That doesn't seem right. And we've been going through some of the movies by director and writer Tom McCarthy. So on this day we watched Win-Win, which is sad and quirky and sweet all at the same time. So I'm gonna fill this in real quick with the gray. This is a mild liner. I forgot I had these, and so the other day I pulled them out, and they're quite fun to use. Okay, and then this is a bit more framed in there, so we can put that in. Yeah, so we've been having a lot of fun with watching DVDs that we either find at Goodwill for really cheap, or we are renting them from the library. Really fun. So yeah, we've been watching a lot of movies. Uh-oh, I think that doesn't go all the way to the edges of the frame here, so I have to center that somewhat. Like so. Okay, cool. Well, that's one more page done. And then yeah, we also watched Ticket to Paradise with Julia Roberts and George Clooney, which was sweet, just fun popcorn movie. And then here on this day, we went out for sushi with friends, and I kept the wrapper for the chopsticks, and I thought maybe I could cut that name out. It's not the most beautiful logo ever, but it just adds a little bit of everydayness, I guess, if you know what I mean. I think I did the same thing with this here. We found some eggs on sale that day, and so I took off the reduced sale sticker just simply because, I don't know, it's kind of fun because it's real. Do you know what I mean? Do you do that? So it's not so much about the looks as it is authentic. I like that. I like the mixture of more artsy there because it's pretty things and the real things, the daily ephemeral things. And then I also printed out some pictures of some of the food that we ate. So maybe I could just tip those in like that somehow. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so then we add in the sushi blue, like so. And then they had this amazing seaweed salad, and they decorated it so beautifully with this pink flower. Really pretty. Okay, maybe we can use some mint green washi to tip those in. Unless it covers too much of the pictures, we'll have to see. Well, that's maybe a little long there. Do you like sushi? I think it's one of my favorite foods. I like that it's hearty, but it's not complicated, even though the tastes can be very refined depending on how good the sushi is. I like that. It's sort of simple but hearty and can be very artsy, I suppose. I'll cut this down a little slimmer so we can see more of the photo. Do I line that up with the bottle of the cleaner or not? Yeah, maybe. That's another fun way to sort of celebrate the everyday. If you do have to clean, just maybe spend some time drawing your cleaning supplies, and that brings some artsy craftsy fun to cleaning. It's kind of cool. I did change the colors just because I thought that was more fun than a gray bottle of cleaner, and it actually goes with the little flower there. So that's that. Oh, and then I was thinking maybe we need something here. I feel like this area is very blank. Let's see. Maybe we can add some butterflies. That would be cute, wouldn't it? With all those flowers on there. Plus, I had planted some, like a flower seed mixture that was all about pollinators, like flowers to for butterflies and hummingbirds. So butterflies would definitely be on topic. I actually drew up these butterflies for the August Cat Collage Club collage sheets. So this is a little bit of a sneak peek. These are gonna come out next week. And if you're new here and this is the first time you're hearing about Cat Collage Club, it's a journal printable service subscription that I come out with, and I'll have that linked down below if you want to check that out. These are maybe a little big. We have like a hot pink one here that would be cute, and maybe a purple to pick up the color of the flowers there. Do we want to do that? I wish this one would be flying in a different direction. Let's see, do we have more? I don't know. Yes, we do have more. There's one. And I think that's it. Okay, well, then we're gonna have to make, I guess I could cover up the date. I mean, it's fine, I have the date here. I'll know what day that was. It's not even that important to know exactly what day that is. I think that's cute. Okay, let's do that. Let's glue those down. I think that's just regular paper. Yeah. So we're just gonna need to use the glue stick. And of course, I'm getting glue all over my fingers. How else could it be? What's your preferred glue for journaling? Do you use a glue stick or a tape runner? There's so many different glues out there. And I do like the idea of like a glue runner because you're not dealing with this. Less messy. But I also always feel like then you have to constantly buy refills, but maybe I'm just wrong about my conception of how much is in a glue stick versus how long a tape runner lasts. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, cute. Now this is all decked out. What else? Oh yeah, these are definitely need some more progress, but I think there was something earlier that I wanted to work on. Oh yes, I had found this cute little Moomin quote on the Moomin Instagram account. Here, let me show you. Yeah, so they had posted this, and I thought it was so precious. It says, "He was the owner of the moonlight on the ground. He fell in love with the most beautiful of the trees. He made wreaths of leaves and strung them around his neck." Cute, isn't it? So I thought I could tip that in. It doesn't really matter on which day it is, but I thought these colors go together, so why not? And then on the back, I had recently done, I saw this on somebody's Instagram stories, and I don't know if you can call that a meme, but there's this website called farbcolor.com, and you can put in your first name and it'll come up with a color palette based on your name. I don't exactly know how it determines the colors, but you know, it's kind of fun, and I actually really enjoy this color palette, so yeah, kind of fun. So I thought I could just attach that to the back there and make that a cute little fun tip-in, just because why not? And it's something that came up during this time. Do you include Instagram findings in your journaling? I think it's kind of fun, especially for days where not a lot happens. Okay, and then do I want to use colored tape? Or do I just want to use clear tape to not take away from the drawing and the colors? I think yes, I think I will use clear tape. This, by the way, is another video on my YouTube channel as a daily page idea to investigate ingredients of like spice mixes that you're using. I'll have that linked if you're looking for some page ideas. Kind of fun. Very mindful activity, I think. Okay, let's put another strip of tape down here just so that it's stuck in real well. Yeah, I think that's cute. I like it. All right, so now we can work on these, which are pretty blank. On this day, I know we watched the movie Brooklyn. That was a library find, DVD find, with Saoirse Ronan. It's about an Irish girl that immigrates to New York, or to Brooklyn, in the 1950s, and I'm always interested in immigrant stories. As an immigrant myself, it's just fascinating to see what has changed about immigration and what has stayed the same, sort of the emotional challenges and things like that. Plus, you know, the 1950s, the costumes are gorgeous, and the cinematography is gorgeous, and of course some very wonderful actors in there. I felt like the ending was a little rushed, to be honest, but yeah. So yeah, I wanted to stick that down, and then that day we went to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I think this was the first time we went to the movies since the pandemic started. Yeah, I think that's true. But it's definitely probably not going to be the last, because there's so many good movies coming out this summer. So tomorrow, I think, is the release of the Barbie movie, and then there's a new Mission Impossible, there's the movie Oppenheimer, and then beginning of August we get a new Turtles movie that looks really good. So there's some fun stuff coming out. So for the Spider-Man page, I'm just looking through these printables by Erin. She had done some, I think she said this was mono printing. I actually don't know what that means. But yeah, they're fun, and I thought these colors actually reminded me of some of the colors in the movie, so I thought I could just rip some of this apart and glue that down for decoration. Yeah, gorgeous art direction in the Spider-Man movie. Just really, really gorgeous and so innovative. Yeah, they've done wonders for CG animation, what people realize it can do. So, yeah, quite fun. So we're gonna just decorate with this, I think. And then I'm still not sure, do I want to write about the movie and what I thought about it? Or do I want to include something else from my day? With having watched so many movies this summer, on the one hand, I'm like, okay, I can just write about all these movies that we've watched. I mean, that is what we're doing a lot this summer, so it is a representation of my time. But then, yeah, I don't know. But I don't know if I want to start a media journal. I'm not sure if if I want to have another journal, and a new one at that. I mean, I'm just getting sort of settled in with the daily Hobonichi journaling, so I don't know. I have been considering going with an A5 Hobonichi for next year. I know, it's kind of crazy because this is the first time I'm doing daily journaling and I've not even done it for a month, but I'm loving it so far. And because I'm decorating in here so much more than in my 5-year journal, I actually find that I don't have that much more writing space than in my 5-year journal. I thought this was going to be supplemental to my 5-year, but yeah, sometimes I write even less just simply because of the visuals. And so I'm like considering, well, if I go to a 5-year, to an A5, then I'm actually expanding the space I have for drawing and writing and all those things. And then I could do my media journaling, so about my reading and the movies that I watch, in maybe the weeks section. Yeah, I thought that might be nice. That could be fun. Then I have dedicated space for it, but it's not an extra journal and notebook to keep up with. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what else? I mean, I do want to have enough space to write, but maybe we can add some fun, just maybe some fun bits and pieces. These are recent snippets from PET tapes that are just floating around, so maybe we can just make have some cute little doohickeys here and there. Maybe a house, because for like a home. That's cute. Or a bird. Or both. Maybe. Maybe some grit washi. Can never go wrong with grit washi, right? If you're in a A5 Hobonichi, what are you using your weeks section for? I've seen people use it for gratitude or for memory keeping as well, but then just in a more condensed overview kind of way. But yeah, let me know. It's so exciting because they're gonna come out or release all the new stuff for the next year in August, I think. That's so soon. It's kind of wild too, because there's so much year left and you could definitely end up changing your mind what you want to use for next year. But I guess with buy-sell trade groups, there's always, I think, a way to, pass on what you're not using to someone else, I suppose. Yeah, have you watched any good movies this summer? Like I said, we've been watching the Tom McCarthy movies. He definitely has sort of a thing for people who consider themselves to be outsiders that end up finding the right people to connect to, and those people sort of pull them out of their shell, which is kind of sweet. It's a sweet way of telling, or a sweet story to tell. Although, yes, there is sweetness in his movies, but there's definitely also some very sad and real things that he, whoops, touches on. Oh, come on. You know, I always laugh about those people who use tweezers for their stickers, but maybe they're onto something. Okay, do we want to use any of these for our Spider-Man page? Maybe these fun dots. That could be nice. Just a fun element. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, the peeling. Always a struggle. Okay, here we go. Put that down. Because I also remember this day the weather was all over the place with thunderstorms and sunshine. But I think I'll leave space to write about the movie. Same here. Okay, and then the only other thing I think I wanted to work on is this page. This was yesterday. Not much happened, but I did look up a quote that I wanted to include. So maybe I'll write out the quote first, and then I can decorate around it. That seems like a good idea. Okay, what do I want to use to write? A tombow? Why not? Let's try that. Let's be bold and just go right in. I'm not really good at brush layering, so I'm not going to even attempt. I think I'm just going to straight up write it. I think quotes are a fun thing to include if not much happened that day. Okay. Oh, that might be very light. When? Okay, well, this pink is not the most readable color ever, but I think it's okay. It's very light. Well, the quote says, "When we put down ideas of what life should be like, we are free to wholeheartedly say yes to our life as it is," by Tara Brach. She's a psychologist, and I really like that, and it spoke to me. So I thought, why not include it in my journal? And now we can just decorate around that a little bit. Let's see. Do we want to include a cute kitty? Now that I have my August kitties out here. Let's go and see. I really like the idea of having her in there, but of course she doesn't fit. I guess I could put the bigger one in and tip her in. That's an idea, maybe. I don't know how big of a fan I am right now of that. Obviously something with butterflies would be cute again. And some pretty washi with flowers, or this one maybe. If you've been around, you know that this is my all-time favorite washi by Baumkuchen, because it's so pretty and goes with almost anything. Do you tend to cover up the quote on the bottom of the Hobonichi? I saw that they posted that they obviously will have the quotes in the ones for the new year as well, and people were leaving comments like, oh, okay, we're still doing that. I think there's quite a few people who could do without the quotes. Yeah, but I think most of the time it's just texture, and since they have a color to them, I think they're not as distracting as I thought they might be. Yeah, I think that's, you know, simple and cute. I have a snippet of some of Erin's monoprint. It goes well with the colors of the butterflies. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Happy coincidence. I think that's called serendipity, isn't it? Things just magically go together like that. Like so. And we're just gonna tip her in with a piece of clear tape. That might be a little long. She might not. Flip freely. But that might go. Yeah. Cute. Simple, cute. I like it. All right, and then this is today, but today isn't over yet, so I'm gonna leave that. That's fun. All right, and then I'll fill in my journaling about those movies. But we added the sushi here. We added the butterflies here to fill out this page, and added the screenshot for the movie. Oh, and our fun tip-in. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the A6, and I think it's yeah, it's turning out. I'm becoming comfortable with what I want this to feel like, so that's always exciting. Well, thanks so much for keeping me company and sharing this time together. I hope you got some journaling done, and until next time, happy journaling.